true words, I feel like a lot of people expect a lot from me. And when something happens to me and it seems I've crashed, I tend to worry more about those people's feelings more than what exactly I am feeling at that point. So most times it's about my image in front of those people other than the actual problems that I am encountering as a person. It can be a very toxic place to be in because it seems like a form of validation from people and everything. But I'd like to know what you think about it at the end of the podcast. Hi, my name is Mimi. Welcome to today's episode of Healing with Mimi. Today I'll be talking about validations. How do you handle how people see you? In this case, I'm not talking about the negative vibes that people send our ways. I mean, there are people that actually believe in you, people who entrust a lot of things into your hands, people who love you, people who are willing to go to whatever lengths to make sure that you figure out yourself. And then at the end of the day, something happens and it seems like you've disappointed them. What exactly do you feel? My case is that of shame and then fear of how they would react to all those things that I've actually encountered. I'm going to use my parents for an instance. I value my parents a lot, and then I'm this kind of person who's ready to do anything for them, not necessarily because I am seeking for a form of validation, but I have watched my mom in particular go through so much stress just to see us through school. Okay, my dad wasn't the kind of person who probably listened to all our beckonings for money or for things like that. When I was in the university, actually, my dad would probably just send you 5,000 in a month and then that's it. But my mom would always go out of her way to find how to get money across to us. And then it left me in a position where I am constantly trying to take decisions that will help her and help them together. And then recently, one of those decisions, in a bid to ensure that I keep taking care of them the best way I could, I think I actually took a lot of risks, and then these risks were not calculated and they all blew off in front of my face and everything. So now I am in a place where I am constantly worried about how they feel about everything. The ones buoyant me that had or provided everything. Not like they lack or anything, but I was a very active provider in a particular sense. And now it seems like nothing is coming from her anymore. She's not doing anything anymore. She probably lost all her money and then she's not contributing. And then those are the kind of emotions I feel, it's kind of disappointing. And someone listening might think I'm actually trying to make people like me for the things I have to offer them, but it's so different. I don't like disappointing people. I don't like disappointing people. When I lost some money in March 2020, part of that money belonged to a friend. I was supposed to tell him that, hey, this deal got blown off and it can't continue. But I didn't. I was so scared that he was going to feel disappointed, that he was going to feel hurt, and I didn't tell him. Rather, I kept paying him dividend from March 2020 until late this year. And then when I had my financial crisis, I couldn't sustain it anymore. I couldn't do any of those things anymore. And I had to come and tell him that, hey, this business got blown off. But one of the things that he doesn't understand, I hope he listens, is it actually got blown off a while ago. And I've been the one fending for it. I've been the one paying out dividends because I could not bring myself. I could not bring myself to accept the fact that I was going to end up disappointing him. So I don't know what exactly to call it. I probably don't even know what to title this episode, but I know there are people like me who are living in constant fear of not trying to disappoint people they care about, people they love. And not necessarily because they want validation or anything, but that's just how they are. I don't know how you're dealing with yours. I don't even know how I'm dealing with mine. But I think it's a very crazy place to be in, where you're constantly worried about what's going on in their minds, how they now feel, especially with the new reality that you have. I don't know if you've been in this kind of shoes before, but I'd like to know what you think about it, and I'll be waiting for your messages. Please leave me comments, leave me messages anywhere you find my podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I am very grateful. Please share with family and friends if you can. Have a lovely day all night.